So we were teasing all about it. We were talking about what events coming here to Baltimore, and it's a massive one actually, and we've talked about it for a while. It's been very exciting. Yeah. Now we have the person that's bringing it to Baltimore. It's going to join us here, and you might know him from some other ventures. He's one of the best, well-known in the music industry, entertainers, entrepreneurs. But without further ado, if he's ready, let's bring on Mr. Ice Cube.
Hey,
welcome to the show.
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good. And I got to ask you, do people just call you Cube, Ice, yeah. Mr. Cube?
They call me Cube.
Okay. I was just making sure. I got to know from the get-go.
I've heard it all. Mr. Ice is different, but I think they call iced tea Ice. You know, if you see iced tea, Ice. If you see me, call me Cube.
Yeah, that I assumed, but you never, I don't want to make an ass out of yourself. I do that quite a bit, but I just had to ask. But correct me if I'm wrong here. You're staying busy. I just had a friend tell me you were performing last night in Raleigh down with the Chili Peppers, and now you're on your way to Virginia Beach.
Yeah, I'm in Virginia Beach right now. We got a show tomorrow night. As soon as I finish the show, I'm off to B mode. You know what I mean? And
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I heard your performance. They loved it. They go, it was honestly the best part of it. And I'm like, damn, he's staying busy. But let's talk about this. You're bringing the big three to Baltimore here on Saturday. We've already explained the rules. We've already explained what it was. But maybe you kind of give the lowdown to how this is all really continue to come together and what's in store here and why you wanted to bring it to the Charm City.
Well, I think it's a great brand of basketball, very fun for the players to play and very fun for people to watch. And, when you see it live, it's a whole different experience. So, we've been barnstorming with this league for 7 years, besides the COVID years and then the quarantine. We had a couple quarantine years, but for the most part, we've been going from city to city, showing the world how great this brand of basketball is. 3-on-3, professional, and everybody loves 3-on-3 because it's mano a mano, nowhere to hide. If you can't pass, dribble, shoot, and defend, you're gonna get locked up in the big three. So it's just great. I can't wait to get there and show everybody how good the product is.
Yeah, and I think one thing you're talking about the product right there. I mean, you're having former star players, Joe Johnson, and now it's jacked Mike Bibby. Yeah. He's put on quite a bit of muscle.
He's gotten jacked since his NBA major. So it was Mike Bibby in the NBA. Now it's jacked Mike Bibby when he was big three.
Yeah, it's different. But that's the personality people wanted to see, obviously.
Well, these are the guys that still got the hunger for the game.
Yeah.
It's 1,000 names I can name that people want to see. But if the player has retired in his mind, we don't really want him. He can come sit next to me. But if he still got that chip on the shoulder, still think he got something to prove, he may have been, out the NBA faster than he wanted to. Everybody don't get a chance to walk into the sunset like Kobe Bryant. So it's players who really some of them are playing in other leagues around the world. So they're playing in China and they're playing in Puerto Rico and in Europe. And so this is where they can play this style in front of their fans, friends, family, people who've been supporting them all this time now get a chance to see them play on CBS or X.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up too about not everyone gets to walk off into the sunset. So, fortunately, I had a father that had a chance to kind of similarly, he got to play for a long time and then hang it up in Baltimore here for the Orioles. And, it doesn't always work out that way, but the desire doesn't go away for guys. And that's what I love is that you guys got the passion there with the league. And now, correct me if I'm wrong, it's 7 years you guys have been doing this, you said?
7 years. It's really been 8. We had to survive a COVID year that we couldn't play. But 7 years at it, this is our 7th season. And so, it's just a great brand. Like, and when players still want to play and there's nowhere for them to play, it could really mess with them mentally, and I think our league has been amazing for the mental health of athletes to walk off the court when they want to walk off the court when they feel it's time, and not when a league says we don't have no room for you, even though you've honed your skills to a apex basketball player. But to have a league where they can still get that competition, that camaraderie, make a little money, entertain the fans, is to me what the doctor ordered, especially at this point in the summer. I love baseball, but mid-season baseball, gets a little long, a little stretch. But so, to have an alternative too, it's great.
Yeah. And I love that. And the baseball part, after this next one, I got to ask you a couple baseball questions. Don't you worry. But kind of alluding to that, what's making you different, Rock, is going into what you wanted to ask.
Yeah, Ice Cube, thanks for joining the show, man. First and foremost, like I'm sure you had a ton of doubters when you first started this thing year one. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, everybody thought we was crazy. Me and my partner Jeff Quantance, everybody thought we was, like, why would you put yourself through this? New leagues never work.
Yeah, and you saw it in football with the AAF. Sometimes leagues, they do fall flat on their face. Your league has not, though, man. 7 years strong. You guys are doing fantastic things with the big three. But you continue to evolve day in and day out, and it seems. And whether it's you, whether it's people behind the scenes as well, your whole team just working on this, you guys seem like you have a really solid plan in place going forward to keep this thing not only afloat, but as successful as humanly possible. You had the offer to Caitlin Clark for $5 million for, I think, like 8 games, which was awesome. I want to ask you this. So with that, do you have any other athletes, people that you're approaching with offers to try to bring them to the big three to play right now?
Well, not this season. This season we pretty much rolling downhill. So, but next season, we'll have our antennas up. We felt like if we brought in a player like that, it would definitely elevate the interest in the league, from all levels. It's a barrier breaker as far as, could a skilled woman play with men at this level, 3-on-3 too, which is a little tougher than 5-on-5. So, it wasn't up to us to say she couldn't. It was up to her to accept the challenge and go for it. And she didn't. We wish her luck, and we're gonna move on and keep it moving.
And you guys are keeping it moving, and it's going to be great. Again, it's June 29th over at the Bank Arena, CFG Bank Arena in Baltimore. We're excited for that. I know the city, I don't know, I grew up in this area, and I know that a lot of people miss basketball. I know the Wizards are right down the street. It's a little bit different than when the Bullets were here and hearing all the stories. So I know people are excited about that. And again, appreciate get the words out. I appreciate you joining the Ryan Ripken Show. Now I got to ask you a little baseball. Maybe it's a recent photo. I want to jog your memory here, if that's okay. And maybe you remember this. Do we have that photo, Zach? Yeah. We can pull up. So great fashion statement, by the way. But do you remember this photo?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so context. I know you got your West Coast connections, and I know you like the Dodgers. But I know you have a little love for Baltimore and the Birds here. Am I right? I feel that.
I got a little love for Baltimore for sure. The hat to me is fire. With the bird on it is the Oreo on it is fire. John Angelos, was an investor in the league, and he's been behind us. I know he recently sold the team, or his family did.
Mm-hmm.
But he loved the Orioles, and he's been behind the big three, kind of behind the scenes, and we appreciate him and and the team, and your pops was amazing. So it's yeah, and it's just been, to me, Baltimore is a great city. My son that was sitting next to me, everybody think that's O'Shea Jr., but it's actually my son Sharif, and he's one of the biggest Ray Lewis Raven fans. And I'm like, we got a Raider household, and he was not going for it. It was Ray Lewis and the Ravens all the way for him, and he's still a big time Ravens fan. Love Lamar and the squad. So, Baltimore continues to be in our heart. We dig it.
I mean, it could have been worse for you, Ice Cube. It could have been like a Chargers fan or something like that. So at least he's on the opposite, on the East Coast and not in the same division, right?
Do you guys need a new football team? Because we'd love to send the Chargers that way. Take care of it for another 20 years like we have.
There's already the Harbaugh connection with John and Jim, so there you go.
I was going to say the Chargers are taking all the Ravens players, so I think they're trying.
It's already happening right now.
Yeah,
it's in motion.
We're working on it for you. We'll try to open things up here. This is. I'm glad we that was the assumption again that was your son, and I think there's some other photos of you guys repping or him repping the Ravens colors, and we love to hear that. Hey, we got no beef with the Raiders, man. As long as they don't play the Ravens, we're cool. They can go and win every single game. Maybe beat the Chiefs. I think that would make everyone happy.
Yes, make that.
Hey,
happen.
that definitely make me happy for sure. Whoop on them any chance you get, please, and we'll take care.
Merriman, on the other hand.
We'll take care of those Steelers.
Hates the Raiders so much.
That's
a guy we've had on the show multiple times. We have to have you guys on together.
Yeah, you're obviously familiar with Sean Merriman, who used to play for the Chargers.
Yeah, Sean. Yeah, I know. He was a Charger. He's a good dude, but he's a Charger.
Yeah, it says it all in your voice. I get it. I
feel sorry for him.
Yeah, I think a lot of people do, but he likes to stir the pot, man. He likes to get that Raider Nation fired up. And actually, I got to ask you this question because this gets our group fired up, and it's actually brought to you by our friends over at Stuggies. But so I'm assuming you've gone to a ballpark and had a hot dog over the years. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I've had a few Dodger dogs.
Yeah. Okay, Dodger dogs. Okay, fair enough then. Okay. Condiments. I don't consider putting like sauerkraut, onions, whatever else. I consider those toppings. If you were just going to put on your dog, condiment or no condiment, Ice Cube, what's going on your dog?
Mustard, man. Come on.
Oh, no.
Yeah, mustard. I love chili too.
Okay.
I was outside of Wrigley's one time, and the guy cooked. He was doing some kind of Franks, and he put lettuce with balsamic vinaigrette on it. And I was like,
what? Whoa.
Yeah.
Balsamic? Okay, that's a dressing, Kevin, by the way.
Yes, it is.
Oh my gosh.
Vinaigrette, put that on there, It was tasty. Yeah, it was tasty, but
it was tasty.
Okay.
Yeah. They put anything on a hot dog though in Chicago.
Yeah. I know. They'll put a hot dog on a hot dog in Chicago.
You ain't lying about that. What about, are you cool with a plain dog? Like that's a vibe too, or no?
I mean, I can rock it, but I'd rather have a little mustard, man.
Okay. The reason why they roast me because I like to eat a plain dog. That's just how I roll.
A little mustard, yellow mustard too. I don't like the other fancy, funny tasting stuff.
Yeah, what's it? The grape poupon?
Yeah, this is such
spicy
a
mustard.
big day for us mustard.
I ain't gonna say no names because the big three is still looking for sponsors, but I like the yellow mustard.
So anyone that's got a great yellow mustard, I got a group that you might be interested in a sponsorship. That's what we're gonna look for. All right, we'll get you out in a quick second. What did we want to add, Rock?
All right, Ice Cube, I got one more question for you, and then we'll let you get out of here. So, people obviously love the movie Friday. Like it's so quotable and just so funny. If you ask a lot of people here, it's one of their favorite movies of all time because of how funny it is. So I want to ask you this: if you were to recast that movie right now with a current athlete, has to be a current athlete that could play Debo, who would that be?
A current athlete that could play Debo. I mean, I don't know how current he is, but I still think Mike Tyson could play Debo, you know.
That's a good one.
Yes, that's awesome.
Love that.
Is, you know, still one of the most feared men on the planet.
Yeah, he is. It's no lie about that. What I was trying to think, wasn't that he was supposed to do the fight with Jake Paul recently? Had to stop.
He's still a current athlete.
He is still a current athlete.
Still
I
current.
mean,
Yeah.
you know, he gonna be a boxer till, you know, till he 80, 90.
Yeah.
Still
And
gonna be scared of that hook.
Yeah, I'd be scared as shit facing him at 80, 90. He'd kick my ass. He'd kick a lot. I wanted to see that.
Did you see Custom Model at, you know, 75 still get a punch in on Muhammad Ali? And that was his teacher. So, you know, the skills never die.
Hey, I like that. The skills never die. That kind of goes in mantra then kind of with the big three. You got skills and you got the passion. The skills never die. So where can people then, if obviously you can go on the websites, but is there anything specifically that other people should know about the big three before we get you on out of here?
I mean, it's a whole lot of fun. 6 games for the price of 1. You can't beat it with a stick. I'm performing. So you get a little Ice Cube live, and we just gonna have fun in there all day. You know, it's a great day of basketball, you know, I know Baltimore missed pro basketball live, and here you go. I'm bringing it to. Let's go. Let's do it.
Let's do it. So again, June, it's not tomorrow, June 29th, Saturday at CFG Bank Arena in Baltimore. 3 for 1. You have Ice Cube performing. And what else do we have, Rock?
And then on Friday, I'm told by Hannah, who is set this interview up. She's awesome. The Young 3 event over at Rudy Gay's gym as well. So you guys are running that as well, right, Ice Cube?
Yeah, you know, we do that for the kids. We have the kids come out for free. You know, do a little skills challenges and show them how to play basketball, get their confidence up, give them a little physical and mental, you know, encouragement, and let them play some 3-on-3 basketball with the big 3 rules. And then we invite them to the game. Them and their family get to come to the game the next day and hang out. And some of them get to hit the court and do some drills. You know, a great event for the youth. And so, you know, if you got a you know, son, daughter that want to play a little 3-on-3 hoops, you know, check out the Young 3 event. It's going to be fun.
So that's the thing. I love it. You got multiple things available.
Yeah.
You're staying busy. Well, it's just in perfect time. We're about to get you out of here, but it was just that timer. So Friday, Saturday, Young 3 on Friday, Big 3 on Saturday. And again, Ice Cube, we appreciate you. Thank you for taking the time to join the Ryan Ripken Show. And if there's anything that we could ever do to help you in our way, anytime in Baltimore, you let us know. But enjoy, safe travels, crush it tonight in Virginia Beach, and safe travels here to the Charm City.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks, guys. Let everybody know doors is at noon. We shooting at 1. Let's do it. Yeah,
Let's do it.
All right.
Ice Cube, everybody.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate it.
Awesome.